Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sneaker Updates. This will be Sneaker Updates number 65. If you happen to be new here, feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% updated on every hyped sneaker. Essentially, in this series, we go over sneakers that received updates throughout the week. For example, some of those may potentially include some Off-White, Yeezys, Jordans, and more. But with that short little intro out of the way, why don't we jump right into the first update. Kicking it off, let's begin with Nike and Off-White, since that's what you guys seem to like the most. Unfortunately, the Off-White Jordan 5 is not going to be releasing on October 24th. According to Pirates, they have been delayed. However, we will still be seeing this release. Specifically, the release should be in December, potentially December 16th. However, this is subject to change. Regardless, I will keep you guys updated. Be sure you subscribe and enable post notifications for that. Retail on these will be just like the prior Off-White Jordan 5 at $225. And regarding resale, of course, this should come as no surprise. Expect them to be very profitable with an incredible margin. Of course, you'll want to go full throttle on these when they do see their release. Anyway, that's it for Off-White today, so now let's transition into other Jordans. We have a lot to discuss. Starting it off, official images have loaded for the Jordan 1 Dark Mocha. In case you missed my last video, these will be dropping October 31st for $170. Expect these to be very profitable with a great margin. Full throttle on these in all sizes. Moving on, the Jordan 1 Zoom Lemon Venom will be releasing October 29th for $140 in women's sizes. Since this is a women's Jordan 1, sizes under 8 and over 10 should perform the best. Although I'm only expecting really small profit for these, nothing too significant. However, if this does change, I will keep you guys updated as we approach the drop. Then, official images have loaded for the Jordan 1 Japan in Navy. We already saw the silver pair release not too long ago, which performed great. When it comes to these though, you should definitely expect a similar performance, if not better. These are going to be dropping November 14th for $170. Personally, I feel like they did a fantastic job on this colorway, from the details on the tongue to the insoles. Hopefully the nubuck will have good quality as well. But anyway, full throttle on these when they do drop. Expect them to be very profitable with a good margin too. Moving on, courtesy of Z Sneakerheads, we have a mock-up of the upcoming Jordan 1 Low Shattered Backboard. Sadly, these won't release until August of 2021, but when they do drop, they will definitely be easy lunch money, especially in sizes under 10. Furthermore, they'll also be an incredible hold, just like the majority of mids and lows with already mildly profitable colorways. Just a quick tip in general, proportionally, mids and lows are some of the best holds for the amount they go for compared to what they end up going for long term. As long as it's an already in-demand colorway, holding multiple mids and lows is far better than holding one grail sneaker for the vast majority of the time. Then, the Jordan 4 Fire Red will be having their full release on November 28th for $200. Now, when that time comes, they should still be easy lunch money for people with tax, primarily in large sizes, and of course, will definitely be profitable if you don't have tax. I'll keep you guys updated though. Also, just a reminder, for any urgent updates on drops in general, be sure to follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10. Moving on, the Jordan 1 Silver Toe will be dropping February 12th for $170, images via Sam Group. Expect these to be very profitable with a good margin when they do see their release. February is going to be a pretty crazy month, you'll see. Then, for some more interesting news, Travis Scott was recently spotted wearing a new Travis Scott Jordan 1. This is the alternate Jordan 1 Travis Scott. Although he has been seen wearing many pairs that don't actually release, just samples essentially, these are actually supposed to be dropping in 2021. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated on these, and obviously when they do end up dropping, expect them to be very profitable with an incredible margin, similar to how the last ones initially performed. Moving on, we have a mock-up of the Jordan 1 Seafood, courtesy of Z Sneakerheads. These won't be dropping until July of 2021, unfortunately though. When they do drop though, definitely expect them to be very profitable with a good margin. Then in spring of 2021, we will be getting the Jordan 1 KO Chicago for $140. Certainly solid potential for easy profit on these. I'll keep you guys updated when we actually do get closer to the drop in some months, images via Sneaker Files. Also in spring, for $190, we will be getting the Jordan 13 Red Flint drop, images courtesy of Z Sneakerheads. You should definitely be able to make easy lunch money on these when they do end up releasing. Also in spring for $170, we will be seeing the Jordan 1 Light Fusion Red, images via Mr. Unloved Ones. Definitely expect these to be profitable with a good margin at the very least. Just one of the many drops to look forward to in spring of 2021. We'll actually be discussing quite a few of those today. Then the same goes for the Jordan 1 Hyper Royal, which will be then dropping in May specifically. And lastly, for Jordans, one more Jordan 1 for spring, the Jordan 1 Shadow 2.0. But now with Jordans out of the way, let's move on to Yeezys. Kicking it off in 2021, we will be seeing the Yeezy 350 Ash drop for $220. Mock-ups courtesy of Yeezy Mafia. I wouldn't expect these to perform very well, likely very similar to how the Citrons performed initially, perhaps some potential for a little bit of lunch money on the initial drop on sizes under 8. Eventually, they should end up being profitable in time, just like how the Citrons were, but nothing too significant or notable when it does come to these. Then the same goes for the Yeezy 350 Ash Blue, as well as the Yeezy 350 Ash Pearl. And this brings up a question I would like to ask you guys. Considering Kanye has been dropping many similar colorways of 350s that have already released and dropped very often, what types of colorways would you like to see on a new Yeezy 350? Or are you just completely over 350s as am I? Personally, I just want something limited to make a little bit of profit on. Definitely not something I'm in love with in comparison to how much I used to like them long ago. Then we also got an in-hand look at the Yeezy 350 Fade. These will be dropping on November 11th for $220. I wouldn't really expect anything great for these at best, perhaps a little bit of lunch money on sizes under 8. And last but not least, in case you guys haven't seen my last video, the Yeezy 350 Natural will be dropping on October 24th for $220. You should expect lunch money on sizes under 8 with or without tax, and if you do have tax, the margin will be pretty poor on those sizes, but still solid potential for a few dollars to be made. As for the bigger sizes though, I only suggest going for them if you do have no tax. I'll update you guys if any of this does change though closer to the release. With Yeezys out of the way though, now let's move on to some miscellaneous sneakers. Starting off with the Sacai Vapor Waffle. We got some in-hand looks at the purple and tan colorway. These are not the first Vaporfly colorways that will be dropping though. We'll talk about those in just a second. These on the other hand will be dropping in spring of 2021. As for the other colorways, they were initially supposed to drop in October, however, they have been delayed to late November. Regarding resale, although these colorways are certainly a little out there, considering stock will be pretty limited, especially since these are the first colorways dropping of the new model for the Sacai collabs on the Vapor Waffle. Moving on to some super exciting news, it looks like the SB Dunk Low Elephant is essentially confirmed for November. We also got detailed images courtesy of Sam Group. Expect these to be extremely profitable with an incredible margin. When this colorway dropped on the Atmos Air Max 1s, I took an L unfortunately despite wanting them really bad. This was years ago of course, so now I see this as an opportunity to redeem myself. Will I cop? Probably not. Now wait, I have some even more insane news, at least for those of you who have been collecting for quite a few years. The Lebron 8 South Beach will finally be retroing in spring of 2021. Now, I don't know how long you guys watching the video have been collecting, but back when I started in 2013, these were essentially some of the most ultimate grails when Nike basketball was popping like crazy. Fortunately, that's not really the case anymore, but when it was, these South Beach 8s and even the South Beach 9s were really extremely hyped, very similar to what Off-White or Travis is like now. I do have a pair in decent condition, but I can't wait to get another one with super icy soles. So shout out to all you guys who've been collecting for quite some time. Let me know if you're excited for this release as well. But regarding profitability, I'm sure stock will be pretty high, but being this colorway, I'd still expect them to be profitable. We'll see as we approach the drop though. Definitely need that personal though. Let me know if you agree. Moving on, the SB Dunk Ceramic will be dropping on November 19th for $100. Definitely expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin. Now, while on the topic of SBs, Sean Cleaver just posted on his Instagram about the Cleaver SB Dunk Low, which will be dropping in this December. Expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin. Man, these look absolutely beautiful. Let me know what you guys think though, and of course, they're going to be extremely profitable. Moving on, the Cactus Plant Flea Market Dunks will be releasing in December for $120. We've actually seen quite a few celebrities getting early pairs like LeBron James and Kylie Jenner. Expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin as well. Then on November 27th for $180, we will be seeing the Bruce Lee Kobe 5 drop. I'm beyond excited for this drop, definitely a must cop for personal for me due to my passion for martial arts and Kobe, of course. Then moving on from those, we got a closer look at the Frameskate SB Dunk Low. There is no set release date just yet, but it should be within the next few months. Expect them to be very profitable with an incredible margin when they do eventually release. Now, while still on the topic of dunks, we will be getting a concepts collab for these dunk highs. Definitely expect them to be very profitable with a great margin. One of the many dunk drops to look forward to coming up. But anyway, that will conclude it for today. Feel free to leave a like if you did enjoy or you perhaps learn a thing or two. Also, subscribe and enable post notifications just so you stay 100% updated on all these hyped releases. Also, feel free to check out the links in the description below for reliable, fast residential proxies and pre-verified Nike and Adidas accounts. With that though, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Yo, it's never where you should be starting. You see your shoe like a size 12 weapon. Get your foot off my foot. Ah.